Hi guys, it's Anne here, and today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal videos. It's going to be just a talky video. I'm a little nervous to film this, and if you're actually watching it, it means that I was brave enough to post this. So here goes. So today I want to talk about my goals for 2020. I normally keep these fairly private. There's usually one or two things that I'm fairly vocal about when I'm with friends and family, but for the most part, I generally keep my goals and stuff private just because if I fail, nobody knows. That's probably the only reason. Or like if I change my mind, I don't want to feel guilty. Like, oh, people aren't like, well, you said you were going to do X. And it's like, well, I've changed my mind. I don't really want to do that anymore. So I'm going to break this into sort of two major categories. One is YouTube goals and the other is personal goals. So for YouTube, I think I'm not alone in this. I think anybody like me that's under 1,000 subscribers, I would really like to get to 1,000 subscribers. Feels really weird talking about that because I'm talking to you and you're hopefully a subscriber. But it's the honest reality of it. Because yes, I would like to monetize my channel. I'm getting closer on hours. I'm probably about 60 to 70% on hours. And at this point, I'm probably around 430-ish subscribers. So I know I did last year. I'd love to get to 1,000, but that was a long shot. I think around this time last year, I had like 100 subscribers. Or like just over 100. So, I mean, I've seen some growth. It's definitely been slow, but I'm okay with that. Like I've been comfortable with my growth at the beginning being pretty slow because I've been trying to figure out like who I am, how my videos are like. I can't imagine how a YouTuber like would get like instant growth and the pressure that would be like. Then I feel like potentially it would create an environment where the YouTuber maybe be less authentic because they may be trying to just please because all of a sudden they have all these viewers. That's something I worry about too with my channel. I want to keep being myself and keep producing content and doing videos that I enjoy and that hopefully you enjoy. And there's like a balance, that I'm not just doing things because I think, oh, people are gonna like it, and I'm not gonna change my personality. I know if I came out here and was like blah 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 and like super exciting, and that's just not me in reality. I am just an ordinary person, and I'm hoping I can bank on that as being an ordinary person and hopefully relatable. That's kind of the whole point of my channel. I don't want to ever become plasticky. I feel like a lot of YouTubers are plasticky. I don't know if that makes sense or if you know what I mean when I say that. So anyway, I definitely would like to grow my channel to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So fingers crossed that my content continues to be good and people continue to like it. I feel like recently I've been gaining a few subscribers. I've been getting a little bit more momentum. So maybe my videos are getting better. Maybe I'm doing some more interesting things. I've also considered maybe adding merchandise either to my YouTube or to my website. So I do have a little website. I'll put it down below. It's called tinymoonbird.ca. So I used to have a blog years ago. I've blogged on and off since, I want to say like 2011, 2012. Maybe 2013 is the oldest post because I probably lost stuff over the years. But I've revived it as of last year. It took me a little while to like get things going, but I feel like I'm getting a bit of momentum with that again. So again, I'd like to continue to grow that as well with the YouTube channel. I've wanted to post more beauty over there. I just feel like I focus so much on beauty here that my other brain stuff goes over there. So if you do check out my website, you'll probably see a different side of me than you see here, if that makes sense, because right now they are a bit different. And it's very time consuming. Like I would love to be able to take some of my videos that I do on YouTube and create blog posts for them, but just like the time and energy to create a blog post, if I've already done that, the time and energy for a video, again, this is all part-time for me, so it's a little difficult. That's where I wish I had more time to make better content, better quality content, and I want to continue to get better at filming and editing. It's a slow process. I feel like I'm getting slightly better here and there. Then every once in a while you get a video where like the audio is all messed up, or you're like, oh my god, I had like lipstick on my teeth for that entire video. crap, but you don't want to refilm it. So anyway, so yeah, basically my primary goal with my YouTube channel is to grow to 1,000 subscribers. So the bigger half of this is probably personal goals. So 2020, I turned 40 in July. That's putting a lot of pressure. I know it's just a number, but it's definitely a reflection number. It's definitely a point in life where you're reflecting on your life and thinking, you know, when I was 20, where did I think I'd be when I was 40? That kind of stuff. I don't feel 40. Well, I'm technically not. I'm 39. I don't feel 39. You know, I feel a lot younger. But there's a few things that I would like to work on this year. So I've already talked about my flexibility challenge. That's definitely like a primary thing for me. I still do other things like weights and whatnot. And one of those things that's kind of in that realm is I would like to be able to do a pull-up, just like full body weight pull-up. I'm getting there. It's a slow progress for me, probably because I'm not focusing on it daily. But hopefully by the end of the year, I can do a single pull-up, at least a single pull-up. It would be nice to do more, but if I can just do one, I'd be happy, like unassisted. So that's kind of like a little personal fitness goal. I'd also like to be able to do 10 push-ups, like good push-ups. At this point, I've been working on this for a while. I can maybe do about 3 to 4 good ones. I find push-ups so hard. I don't know what it is, but they're so hard. Like 2 years ago, I could only do push-ups on my knees. Like I couldn't do a regular push-up at all. I've only been able to gain a bit more strength and momentum through the weight training. Without the weight training, I don't think I would have had any progress at all. So, I mean, that was kind of nice. Like the weight training was able to help me sort of get over that hump of like, why can't I do a push-up? Like I can get down, but then I can't get back up again. Isn't that a song? I get knocked down and I get up again. Oh, I better not do that because then this video will get like copyrighted or whatever. Nobody watches my videos. They're not going to notice. Travel. So for me, I have to like focus on travel as a goal because I will push it aside. I know myself, I do this. It just it doesn't become a priority. And then it's like too much time goes by and then I'm like, oh, I never, did anything. So when my mom passed away in 2016, I had to fly to Austria. Someday I might do a video on that. I'm not sure. And then after that, it was just like, I really didn't want to travel. Like I didn't want to get on a plane. It was a weird time for me because I love travel. Like before that I was traveling. I traveled to India that year, earlier in that year. And then I traveled to Trinidad. So Trinidad earlier that year and then India the year before. And like I was starting to like, having a bit of extra disposable income that I could spend on travel. I mean, it wasn't like expensive travel, but it was definitely like, to me, just to get on a plane and go somewhere different is so exciting. So this year, I want to focus on 2 trips. So the first one is to go to Italy. Italy's been on my bucket list for a very long time and I gotta go. Like I gotta get it out of my system. I definitely want to go. So I'm thinking that'll be probably May. I'm not sure. I haven't figured out dates yet. I'm waiting for my best travel buddy Darcy. She's actually in Mexico right now with her dad. She loves traveling like 100-fold more than me, and she's much braver in her traveling than I am. So I'm waiting for her to get back, and then we can discuss plans, and hopefully we'll be able to go. I'd love it if she could come along with me because yeah, we are good. We're on the same wavelength with travel. When you have a good travel buddy, makes all the difference. The second trip, again, she's interested in, is a 10K run at Disney. So there's a 10K run in November in Disney, and I've always, like, I love Disney, and I kind of feel like I need an excuse to go there, so I might as well do a run. I thought about doing the 5K, but if I'm going to go there, I might as well just do the 10K. Like, that's just try the 10K. I've done a 5K before here in Toronto years ago. Generally, since I've hurt my ankle, I haven't been able to run, but I've been getting back into it again from a hiatus since September. I generally run about 2 to 3 miles at this point, and that's like a run walk. I don't run that entire thing yet, so it's gonna be a journey. So that's why I'm like, well, it's November, so it's a long ways away. They don't open the registration until March. I'm super paranoid. I don't know what the registration's like. I'm super paranoid that I'm gonna get like, I'm all excited about this, and then what will happen if like the registration sells out and I can't do it? I mean, maybe I just sign up for like the half marathon or something, just to get there, just to be in it. We'll see. But I definitely want to do that. it's like a twofold challenge. It's like a challenge of doing 10K, and it's a trip to Disney, which I love Disney and I haven't been in so long. So I definitely want to go back and do that. But again, they have to be goals for me. I have to focus on them, or it just won't happen. I'll just be like, I got busy and life happens. Yeah, I'm the world's worst for that. Another thing I'd like to do this year is actually go skydiving. I've been talking about this for years, and it's something I've always wanted to do. I know there's other people out there that are like, are you nuts? I don't want to do bungee jumping. I have no desire to do that. I have no desire to do anything like paragliding yet, or anything like that. But for some reason, I've always wanted to go skydiving. And it's one of those things, like, I feel like I might just want to do it once. Like, ticky box, I've done it. Like whitewater rafting, although I did whitewater rafting 3 times. That was dumb. But yeah, like, yeah, I've done it. Check, I've done it. So skydiving is on the list. But again, I need to plan the Italy trip first, and then the skydiving will be planned around that. And that's definitely like a 40th birthday thing, which probably sounds bizarre, but that's what I'm thinking. I'm turning 40. Jump out of a plane. Sounds like a great idea. So from a personal perspective, something that I've mentioned here or there, and I've dabbled with here and there, but I feel like I don't fully put myself into it, is artistic creation. And I don't just mean like drawing or painting. I do mean that, but not just that. The other component is writing, which kind of ties into my website a little bit, but it's all encompassing, and it is focusing again on like drawing and painting. When I did my Halloween thing, I never filmed the video, but I did post a picture on my Instagram, and I made these little clay spikes, and I had so much fun playing with clay. I was like, why don't I do this more often? It's so much fun. So I know I get a lot of joy out of creating, out of drawing, painting. I did a watercolor class a year and a half ago, maybe it's almost 2 years ago now, and I really enjoyed it. It's just, for me, sometimes that mental energy of like just sitting down and doing it. I follow this person on Twitter, and she has this cute little like gif of a dog, the dog artist, and it was like the dog like sat down in front of the piece of paper, and then the dog was like, oh, I'm hungry, and then he goes to eat, and he like comes back and he's like, oh, I've got to go do this, and he like leaves and comes back, and it's like, yep, totally get that. I mean, it's good to see that like what I perceive as like actual artists procrastinating and hesitating makes me feel a little bit better. And there was a book I read not too long ago. I liked some of the book, not other parts, but one thing he talked about is like, why do we hesitate on something that we actually enjoy or are good at? It doesn't mean we're bad at it, doesn't mean we're not meant to do it, but we still hesitate. And it's probably to the fear of like, it's not going to work out like we think it's going to, or we're going to suck at it. I think that's, or a lot of things, we all hesitate in doing something. So for me, I need to focus a bit more on actually just doing. I know I hesitate too because I feel like I need a space. I need a space to do it, and I don't have a space to do it, and I need to figure that out. It's like, get over it or make a space, something. One thing I might share with you, maybe take you on a little tour. I have like a little calendar that I've made. So I was getting creative at the end of December, and I made January and February. I'll have to make more. And what I've been doing is anytime I do an activity or do something that's on my list, so I actually have my New Face device on my list to make sure that I do it, because you have to do it 5 days and then take 2 days off, and I want to make sure I'm tracking it. You put a little sticker on the calendar to like flag when you've done the thing that you've wanted to do. I also subscribe to Goodreads, so I'm doing the reading challenge this year, and I'm going to try and read 15 books this year, which I failed last year at 13, so I don't know why I was thinking I can do 15, but I've already done 2, so anyway, I like put a sticker on the calendar every day when I read a book that's part of my reading challenge. If that's a tool that's helpful for you, I kind of just want to share it. So yeah, you can see what that looks like. It's not that exciting. And I might not do it this way for the rest of the year. I might figure out another way to do it, or play around with different ways to do it. But yeah, that's just something that maybe is helpful for other people with trying to get their goals. So again, like the stretching, I need to do stretching every day. I've not been doing stretching every day, I can tell you right now. But I do need to, and like, I feel guilty and I see where I'm missing it when I'm not putting a little sticker on the calendar. And the last thing I want to talk about with goals is my career. So follow some of my previous videos. I feel like I've talked this to death, and yes, I am still looking for a job. Not that I'm not like I'm still employed, but I'm looking for a better job. I'm looking for a job that's more suited to me and what I'm looking for. It's been a challenge to say the least, but I'm optimistic that, you know, the right opportunity, the right position will come when it's the right time. And that's all I can do is, you know, keep looking, keep talking to people, keep thinking about what it is that I want to do. I would really like to be in a job that I'm excited about doing, that I'm passionate about doing, that I get geared up about things, full well knowing that some days are going to be shit and suck and I'm going to hate people and be stressed out. But if that can be balanced by like good things, by like creating or being part of a team and producing something worthwhile, like that's what I really, really want. I feel like right now with my current employment, it's fine, but I feel like I'm spinning my wheels a lot. You know, I do have a good undergrad degree. I do have an MBA, yet and I should have higher expectations for myself to do something that's more challenging, because I know when I have that higher expectation, I will try and work hard to meet it. But hopefully that makes sense. Like, I struggle a lot with confidence, and this is going to sound super lame, self-esteem, which is something that I may do videos about. I've been doing some research and listening to some audiobooks and reading some other books and trying to figure out how to approach that subject and basically, how lame this sounds, but improve my own self-esteem, because it's in the gutter right now. Which at least I think they say like the first step is acceptance. So there's that. But yeah, I definitely need to work on that. It just is what it is, and it might sound weird and whatever. I'll see what I can do with that. I might, like I said, I might just do some blog posts. I might do some videos, and who knows, if it's helpful for me, it's got to be helpful for at least one other person out there. And that's kind of the mission of my channel. If my video is helpful for one other person, I've met my goal. Anyway, I feel like I've rambled on a lot for this video. I feel like this is going to be a long one. Those are my goals. I know they're a bit loosey-goosey. It's not very defined and specific. I do have like some iterative things that I want to, you know, achieve as time goes on, but that's too detailed. Just want to kind of give you the high level of what my goals are for 2020. Oh, before I forget, the one thing that I have not talked about, and to be honest, I don't even know how I'm going to approach this or how to deal with this or even if I should bother dealing with this, is relationships. So I'm single. I've been single for a long time. I haven't dated in a long time. I don't really enjoy dating, so I mean that's part of the factor. Like I would like a relationship. I'm not sure I would like it enough to go through all the shit that it takes to get there. Does that make sense? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a sensitive topic for me. For me, relationships, it's difficult. It's kind of like almost like the job thing, because like YouTube and my personal goals, I feel like I'm in control of those. I can make it happen if I want to make it happen. But I find career-wise, like looking for a job, which is kind of why I wish I could figure out a way that I could work for myself, or relationships, is kind of dependent on somebody else. It's not all me. So that's where I find it tricky. Yeah, and I'm not even sure how to approach that. I'm not even sure if I want to go there. I don't know. Are you interested? If I decide to tackle maybe attempting a relationship this year, if that's something that might be of interest for people to follow, I may do some videos on that. We'll see. Because again, like, it involves other people, and I don't want to sit here and talk about strangers. It's not fair to them if I'm talking about them online and they don't know. And it's a difficult process. So that's all I can say on that. Anyway, I'm curious to know what your goals are. If you have any, let me know down below. And if you did like this video, feel free to give it a little thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.